right, let's get started with our Pilates routine. We're gonna start seated in a staggered position. It'll be your right knee to the front and your left knee to the side. And we're just gonna come down onto the forearm, taking the top hand behind our ear. As you drop that shoulder and elbow down, you're gonna lift and open towards the ceiling. Again, down and up. 2 more, down and up. 1 more. Hold here and just extend that arm up. And then coming onto that palm, take the hand to the ankle into your mermaid stretch. Lifting up. And then release. Extending your left leg out to the side. And take this foot inside. Okay? So we're just gonna do a little lift of this leg and we're gonna try to touch it. And then we're gonna come between the bent knee and the extended leg. So a little lift and come a little forward. Up and forward, just 1 more. Up and come forward. And now lift and extend both legs towards the front. Legs are side by side. And then reach the arms up. Try to keep your upper body lifted and fairly still. You're going to take your right leg, lift it a little and go out to the side and set it down, and a little lift and bring it back in. And then come forward and touch your toes. And come back up. So moving your right leg out and in. Come forward and touch and lift. 2 more times. Out and in and forward. Lift 1 more. Out and in and come forward. And now lift and just release down as we start our staggered on the other side. So now it will be your left knee bent in front, your right knee to the side, down onto the forearm, hand behind the ear. And then drop that shoulder and elbow down. And then open up to the ceiling. Down and up. Just 2 more. Down and up. Down and open up and hold here, extending that arm. And then pushing through that palm to come up. Hand to ankle. Into your mermaid stretch. Releasing. Extending the leg out to the side. Foot inside. You're going to take this extended leg. You're just going to do a little lift and maybe touch. And then you're going to come between the knee and the extended leg, reaching. So, little lift and come forward for that stretch. Couple more. Reach and stretch. Just 1 more. Reach and stretch and come up. And now extending the legs again, side by side. Sit up tall, reach the arms up. Now you're going to move that left leg. You're lifted a little bit, set it out, lift a little and bring it back in. And then as you come forward, reach and touch those toes. And come back up. So moving your left leg out and in and come forward and lift. Just 2 more times. Out, in and come forward and lift. Just 1 more. Out and in and come forward and lift. And now just release the arms down. So now we're going to come around onto our hands and knees. And here on your hands and knees, we'll go from cat to cow stretch. Cat stretch, rounding the upper back, tightening the belly and lowering the chin down. And cow stretch, arching your back and looking straight ahead. cat, and cow. One more, cat, and cow. Now as you hold here and tighten your belly, we're going to do our spine balance with the right leg back and the left arm in front. Lengthen, extend, and pull away from your center. Now, we're going to do a little bit of movement here. We're going to slowly come down onto that right forearm. You're going to tuck the toes and set the toes down and reach your fingertips as forward as you can. And then you're going to come back up into that spine balance. So we slowly, carefully lower down. And we come back up, down, and up. One more, down, and up, and little hold. And now just release to your hands and knees. We're gonna come on up, onto the knees. Take your knees as wide as you can with your big toes touching. With your Genie arms, your right forearm on top of the left, and you're going to just carefully sit those hips back a little bit. If you can and it doesn't hurt your knees, you're going to sit right down on your heels. If it bothers your knees, you just sit back a little bit. You're going to lift into camel. So as you lift, the right arm's going to go back, the left arm up, your hips go a little forward, and you're going to reach back and you maybe touch that right heel. Come back to those Genie arms. All right, ready? So sit back or sit down. So if you're sitting back, just sit back a little bit. Come back up, open up, right arm back, left arm up for your camel stretch, and then come back. Two more times. Sit back or sit down. Lift, open into that camel stretch, and come back. Just one more. Back, come up, into camel. Good, now I want you just to reach the right arm up, hands go to hips, and bring those knees in so the knees are side by side. Extend your right leg out to the side, we're moving into our gate pose. Right leg out, arms out like a T. Now as we go to our left, we take both arms by our ears into an angle. Hold everything as still as you can and just take that left arm down by your side, palm touching. You're not going all the way to the floor. You're holding everything still. The left arm goes back up and then you come back up to center to those T arms. So let's do that a few more times. Angle to the left. The left arm goes down and it comes back up and then you open back up into the T. Just two more. Angle. Moving that left arm down. And up, and lift. One more. Over, lower, lift. Come up. Now we're gonna release that right arm, reach that left arm. And then both arms up, release those hands down to the mat, and bringing the right knee back onto your mat. One more cat to cow stretch. Cat, and cow, cat, and cow, cat, and cow. And now, as we hold here, draw your bellies tight. Our spine balance now is the left leg back, right arm in front, lengthen and extend, and prepare for that little bit of movement. Slowly come down into the left forearm, reach the fingertips, tuck the toes and set them down. And then you just come right back up. Again, down and lift. Two more. Down and lift. One more. Down and lift and hold. And just release. Coming back up onto your knees. Taking your knees as wide as you can with the big toes touching. I dream of Genie arms the left, forearm on top of the right. So again, you're going to either sit back a little bit or you sit right down on those heels. You're going to lift Camel with your left arm back, right arm up, hips pop forward, and you reach back towards the heel. And then come back to those genie arms. Okay, so sit back or sit down. Come up, open up, left arm back, right arm up, hips forward, and come back to center. 2 more times. Sit back, come up, reach back, and center. Sit back, up, and reach back. Now left arm up, hands to hips, walk those knees in, and we'll move to our gate pose with the left leg out, arms out like a T. Now we go to the right into an angle, both arms by your ears. We hold this angle, the right arm goes down by your side, palm down. You won't be touching the floor because you're at an angle. The right arm goes back up by the ear. You lift back up to those T arms. So let's do that. As you go to the right, the arms are by your ears. The right arm goes down and up, and you come back up to center. 2 more times. To the right, down, up, and center. 1 more. Over to the right, down, up, and center. Release that left arm. Reach the right arm over. Now both arms come up, and we release our hands down to the mat. Taking the left knee to the mat. We're ready for our work exercises. So we're going to have a seat. You're going to face just the same way as I am, okay? To the side. Seated exercises. Sit up tall, your knees are bent, your feet are flat, your belly is nice and tight, your arms are extended. The first one slow, then 8 just a little bit faster. So I want you to roll and round with a nice tight center about halfway back. Then we're going to pull the right elbow back into a little twist. Your left shoulder and arm extends. We come back to center, and as we lift, we reach those arms up by our ears. So we're going to do 8 of those just a little bit faster. Roll back, right elbow, extend, and lift. 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Come up, and I want you just to relax into your legs. So now, as we lift that upper body up, we are going to extend this, your left leg out to the side a little bit. And then take the right foot in the center of your mat, side of the foot down or the heel down, and wherever that knee goes, just allow it to go. Mine doesn't go very far down, okay? And then open those arms out to the side. Now, we're gonna tighten the belly, rolling round back, about halfway. Then I want you to go just a little lower with that nice tight center. Now you're gonna do a little crunch here. So it's a little lift. As you lift, the right foot lifts and the arms go up by your ears. As you lower, you go back a little bit. Okay, let's do 8 a little faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, holding. Take your left hand, wrap around that bottom of the foot. Reach the right arm back. Pull that foot up and in, finding your little twist stretch. And then come forward and set the foot inside. of that extended left leg and reach to the toes. Very good. Now come up, bend the knees, flat the feet, and come back onto your forearms into our little bicycle exercise. So lift the chest, tighten the belly, bring the knees up. We're going to take the knees about halfway to the right, so you're on the right hip, left hip is lifting, and it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong here. We're just going to do little bicycles with the legs, with a nice tight center, and then you're going to keep moving and come back to the center. So we're going to the right and to the center. To the right and to the center. To the right and to the center. 4 more. To the right and center. 3 more. Right and center. Again, to the right and center. Last one, to the right and center. And release. Right here. Perfect. Now, next we're going to go into tabletops. So, secure the bottoms of your feet. Take your hands behind. Ideally, your fingertips are facing the back. Tighten your belly. Roll back a little bit and bend the elbows. Pick up your right knee. So, as you lift those hips up, push that right leg straight out. Lift those hips where you can lift. Elbows are straight. Bend the elbows. Come down with that knee in. 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on down and release and relax here. Little wrist rolls. Very good. So we're going to come around onto our right side. So you'll be facing me. So you'll be on your right side, but you'll be seeing my back side. I'm not too happy about that. All right, so here you are on your right forearm. Your knees are bent and stacked. And we're going to take this arm up and over for a stretch. 4 exercises that just change a little bit. Okay, so all you're doing to start is you're lifting that top knee and foot, and you're reaching, and you're coming down for your stretch. Okay, those 8 of those. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And now we're going to lift both legs. We're going to roll back a little bit and then come back for that stretch, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to extend the bottom leg. We're going to keep the inside of the knees together. Okay, so roll back and come back. 8. You don't have to touch those toes. 7. Just reach. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the last 8 with both legs extended. 8. Now I'm going to come up onto that right palm. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're going to release and we're going to come around lay on our backs. So we're going to start with the knees bent and the feet flat and our hands behind our head. Take both legs, extend them as straight as you can, tighten the belly, straight as you can, up above those hips. Holding that left leg straight and still, tight centers. The right heel simply is going to come down and tap the mat and then come back up. That's all it is, 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to do a second set with those exact same legs. You can keep your head down, but if you feel like you can, you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. You keep that center tight, and we do the same movement. The right heel comes down and taps, and comes back up. 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, bring your knees in and relax. Preparing for the banana rolls. Okay, so with the banana roll, when we get there, you want to keep your shoulders off the mat and the legs off the mat. So we're going to start by making our banana. Arms up and over by your ears. Then lift those shoulders off the mat. Keep that center tight. Extend the legs to your banana. We roll onto the right hip. The right arm comes down. The left palm comes down. And we make an L with our legs. The top leg comes forward. We roll back into the banana. Okay? 8 of those. 8. 7. 6. 5. This one's a hard one for me. 4. 3. 2. And the last one. Release down. Whew. All right, so next, we're gonna go ahead and roll onto our right side. You're gonna take your right arm extended in front. You're gonna bend the bottom knee. And you're gonna take the top hand behind your ear. Now I want you to get into a fairly straight line and have your big toe down and your heel lifted. So we're gonna start with a little side crunch. So you're gonna lift your upper body up a little bit. You're gonna come down and keeping that big toe down and the heel up, you're gonna do a small lift and a small lower. So one of each. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And release. All right, both knees are bent and stacked. Now we're going to take that right arm up and over, rest your head. Left palm is going to come on the mat for our single arm tricep push-up. So you're going to push through that left palm and come up, and then you're going to come back down. Okay, let's do 8 of those. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, and last one. And relax. Onto your backs again. Okay, and now we're going to do our bridge exercises. So what I want you to do is take the left arm out to the side, palm is down, secure the bottoms of your feet. Okay, and then have your right elbow into the side with your palm up and your fingertips extended. So let's start at the top of the bridge. So push through the bottoms of your feet and lift those hips up. We're going to remain lifted in those hips. We're going to extend the right arm straight up to the ceiling. And then you're going to hike your right shoulder up and go onto the left shoulder, reaching to the ceiling. And then you're going to bring that right elbow back down. Okay? Keep those hips up and let's try 8 of those. Lifting that right shoulder. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Now, take a second, let those hips come down. Release your arms by your side for our second bridge set. So once again, pushing through the bottoms of your feet, lift those hips up. Okay, now we're going to stay lifted. The movement is in our right leg. So you're going to extend your right leg out for the heel to touch. Your hips stay lifted. They might lower a little bit. Plant that right foot. Then push those hips back up because they do lower with the movement. Okay, we're going to do that 8 times. 8, don't forget that, pushing the hips back up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Now go ahead and release all the way down. Relax. Now moving to our roll-ups. Release, extend those legs side by side. Take the arms up and over by our ears. All right, so we're going to do the first one slower. The next 8 will be just slightly faster. There's 2 moves. As you roll up to seated, you're going to take your left leg out to the side and your right knee out to the other side. And you just come up here without your arms. Your right palm's going to go back, your left arm up, and you're going to lift onto that right knee and push the left hip forward. You're going to sit down. And you're going to come back down, extending the arms. So the left leg goes out, the right knee to the side, right knee to the other side, 8 times. Here we go. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Now just sit down. And we're ready to do the other side. So we start seating, we're turning the other way. Take a moment. We're going to do all these exercises again. So the first one, knees are back, feet are flat. Sit up nice and tall and extend those arms in front. Now, first one slow, 8, slightly faster. Rolling round, tight center, halfway back. It's your left elbow now that pulls back. Your right arm reaches forward. You extend. You come up, reaching those arms up by your ears. A little faster for 8. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Come up and relax. Whew. All right, so next, as you come up here, we're gonna take your right leg, extend it out to the side, and take your left foot, side of the foot, to the center of the mat, the knee, just wherever it goes. If it's just your heel down, that's okay, whatever works. Okay, now open the arms, roll around, tighten the belly, go back about halfway, then I want you to go just a little back, further back. This is just a small crunch. You lift the upper body, lift that foot and reach the arms up, and you don't lift high, then you come back down. So it's a small crunch for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now hold it here. Grab that foot with the right hand. Reach back with the left. Pull in, find your stretch. Feel okay. Good. Now slowly come forward, placing the foot inside of that extended leg, and then reach to the toes and relax. Good. Now, as we come up, we're going to prepare for those bicycle movements. Knees back, feet flat. Come down onto your forearms. And we want to lift the chest and keep that center tight. We pick up the knees. We're going to go about halfway to the left. And you just start. There's no right or wrong. Just start moving those legs. And as you keep going, you come to center. So we go to the left and the center. Left and center. Good. 4 more. 4. Center. 3 more. 3. And center. 2 more. 2. And center. Good. Last one. To the left. And to the center. And come up. And release. Perfect. Now, the next exercise is our tabletop. So secure the bottoms of your feet. Palms back. Again, fingertips face front ideally. Tight center. Soft elbows. And it's your left knee that comes in. Okay, so as you straighten those elbows and push those hips up, extend that leg straight out. Bend and come back down. 8 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Come down and release. Little wrist rolls. All right, our next exercises will be on our left side. It'll be those 4 exercises with just that little change. So come onto your left hip, knees bent and stacked, and you're onto your left forearm. We're going to take that right arm up and over by your ear. That's where we get a little stretch. And you're going to just lift that top leg, keeping it back, and just reach it down. You don't have to touch anywhere. Come back around for that stretch. Okay, let's do 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one like that, and then try with both. Move back a little bit and then come a little forward. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now extending that bottom leg. Lift and lower. 8, 7, remember we're not probably going to touch the foot. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now we're going to do our last 8 with both legs. 8, now you might come up a little higher onto that palm. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, and we're going to release. Now we're going to come around onto our backs again. So you're going to lay down with your knees back, your feet flat, and your hands behind your head. Get comfortable. And now we're going to take both legs straight in the air, keeping your center tight. We're going to try to hold this right leg straight and still as we move the left leg down, allowing the heel to tap if you can, and back up. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now, second set is the same, except if you're able to lift your upper body, keeping that center tight. Hold the right leg again, move the left. Down and up. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now, knees in, head down, relax. We're going to prepare for that banana roll. Reminding you, once we get into our banana shape, we try not to let the legs or the shoulders come down, okay? So extend the arms up and over by your ears. With that nice tight center, just do a little lift. Keep the arms by your ears. Make your banana with your legs out. We roll onto the left side. Maybe the left arm to the side. We make a letter L. Your right palm will just be down. And then you're going to come back into the banana. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, the last one. And release. Perfect. All right, now we got a couple exercises on our left side. So take your time, roll onto your left side, have your bottom knee bent, top leg extended. Take this left arm in front of your shoulder, palm down, the right hand behind your ear. Now rotate, so your big toe is down and your heel is up, your hips are stacked. 2 exercises. So we're gonna do just a little side crunch with a little lift, doesn't have to be high. Come down and keep that big toe down, heel up. Lift that leg and lower, 1 of each. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, oops, and then good. Now relax, bring this left arm around to the front and rest your head. Bring that top knee to stack, so both knees are bent. Your right palm, you're going to place it on the mat to use it for your single arm tricep push-up. Okay, so push into that right palm, come up, and then come back down. All right, 8 of those. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and release. All right, let's roll back onto our backs. Take your time. All right, get comfortable, head down, knees back, feet flat. We're gonna do our bridge set here. So now your right arm out to the side, your left elbow into your side, palm up, spreading your fingertips out. So start at the top of your bridge. Push to the bottom of your feet and push those hips up and try to hold lift. Now, we're gonna reach this left arm straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna go a little higher by going, lifting that left shoulder, go onto the right shoulder, keep those hips up, bring that left shoulder and elbow back down. So we're gonna do a little faster for 8, lifting that shoulder and arm, and lower it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Last one. Good. Now allow the hips to come down, and then bring your arms by your side, because we've got a second bridge we've set here. Okay, so when you're ready, go ahead and pick those hips back up. Hold lifted. Now as we move the left leg, those hips will come down a little bit, and then we'll push them right back up. So we're going to take the left leg, extend it out, and let the heel tap. Plant that left foot, and then push those hips back up. We're going to do 8 of those. 8. Remember to push back up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good. Now go ahead and release. So now we're going to set up for our roll-ups. Release, extend the legs side by side, arms up and over. So we'll do the first one slow. Remember, it's 2 exercises. The right leg out to the side, the left knee out to the other side. So first, just roll up to seated, bringing that left leg out and the right knee the other way. Okay? And, excuse me, right leg out, left knee to the side. Left palm down, come up, come down, and then come back down, right where we started. All right, let's do 8 of those. Come up to seated first. 8, lift, and come back down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. All right, good. Now just sit down and relax. Now, if that was enough for you, this could be the end of your workout. We have a short set if you want a little bit more. Okay, so let me think a minute how we do this next one. All right, so come around onto your right forearm, and then we're going to take this bottom knee and bend it. Actually, we're going to extend that right leg to the front corner, and then we're going to take this top knee bent. Your left hand palm will be on the mat also, okay? And then you're just going to push that knee back. We're going to keep the knee bent, the knee and the foot in line, and then we're going to bring this left shoulder around. So you're in a little bit of a twist here. Okay, so all you're going to do is lower this top knee and foot down, and it doesn't have to touch, and lift it back up. Okay, nice and easy for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold here. Now we're going to bring this top knee forward and down and hover the floor or gently touch. Then keeping the knee back, you're going to push it as far back as you can. Now we're going to move the upper body a little bit with it. As the knee goes forward, you're going to shift your upper body back. As the knee goes back, you're going to come forward. Okay? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Now we're going to come around onto our bellies. Do a little bit of back work. All right, so legs are side by side. Take your hands behind your ears. Lift the upper body up a little bit, hold it, and then lift the left leg. Keep the left leg lifted in straight as you can. Elbows are going to tap and lift. Try 8 of those. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now sweep those arms back. Lift maybe a little higher. Add the right leg. And then you're just going to do alternating heel curls. No right or wrong, but try to keep the knees off the mat. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead, release, push back, child's pose, release, relax for just a second. Okay, so next, hands and knees. Taking your left leg straight back from your hip. Okay, we're gonna just do the first one slower and then you'll get it. As you push back, you're gonna tuck the toes and set them down. As you come forward, you're gonna lift that leg, keeping it as straight as you can. Then you push back, tuck the toes, and the second one, you're gonna curl the heel back. So one of each for 8. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. The last one. Now, extend that leg back and set the toes down. Okay? Now, line up so your shoulders over your wrists. This is our plank exercise. You hold everything still but that right leg. You're going to extend it out, set the knee down, and then we're going to do a little push-up. We're going to lift that left leg, bend the elbows, come down, whoops, I meant to keep it straight, and then come back up. So we're going to try one of each. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. All right. So now we're going to come on to the left. Left forearm. The left leg extended to the front corner. All right, come around and take this top knee back and push it back a little bit. You're going to take that right palm around and kind of drop your right shoulder a little bit. It puts you in a little bit of a twist. Press the knee back, and then we're going to take the knee down and then not all the way and up. It's quite a small move. Try 8. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Now hold here. Now we're going to bring the knee forward and down. It's going to hover or gently touch. Keep the knee back, and you're going to push it as far back as you can. Now let's try to move the upper body. As the knee comes forward, you're going to go back a little bit, and then you're going to come forward. Okay, try 8. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Good. We're going to release onto our bellies. All right, so legs side by side. We're going to take those hands behind the ears, and we're going to do a little lift of the upper body and try to hold. Also lift the right leg as straight as you can. We're just going to let the elbows gently touch and lift. 8 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Sweep the arms back. Maybe a little higher lift at the left leg. Both legs as straight as they can. Keep the knees off the mat. No right or wrong. Curl those heels. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, release. Back into your child's pose. We just have that last set. Hang on. Oh, perfect. Now, as you come up onto your hands and knees, it will be our right leg that we're going to extend straight back. So we're going to start to push back, tuck the toes, and set them down. As you come forward, you have a straight leg and you lift. As you push back the second time, when you come up forward, you curl the heel back. All right, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And now just release those toes down. All right, this is our little plank exercise with a push-up, okay? So try to hold those shoulders over the wrist. Only thing that moves, this one, is that left leg extends out and then he comes back to the mat. Then you're gonna lift the right leg as the elbows bend. You don't go all the way down, but maybe you do. And then those toes come back down. So one of each. Extend, and then do your push up. There's 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. That's it. Have a quick seat if you have a moment here. Sit comfortable, whatever that is. Sit up tall. Reach those fingertips out. As you lift, roll those wrists. And we gain an inch here with that upper body, reaching up. And simply release down and just give yourself a couple of little shoulder rolls. Good. All right, everybody. That's your Pilates class for your at-home snowy day.